I'm Eamon.
I'm Merlin.
And we're a gay.
And his NB.
Are you a reality television connoisseur?
Do you like it discussed from an LGBTQ lens?
If so, A Gay and His NB is the podcast for you.
Hear us break down all your favorite guilty pleasure reality shows from Bravo, Drag Race, and just about everything in between.
Listen to A Gay and His NB on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
The Wrestling Mayhem Show. Since 2006, the pioneer in pro wrestling podcasting.
This show is brought to you by IndyWrestling.us and IndyWrestling.network for your independent wrestling entertainment. Slice on Broadway, supporting Pittsburgh podcasting with the perfect pepperoni pizza.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Do what you have to do, make it last. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't want one, this will change the plan. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect time, then attack.
It is the Wrestling Mayhem Show, episode 968. Tuesday, we've been talking about professionalized wrestling, fresh from SummerSlam. Some of us were in attendance. Some of us have a new Ninja Turtle from Nickelodeon Universe in New Jersey. So, but we have, did I say my name yet? I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. You know who I am. Mad Mike is with us from New York. It's been so long. I forget. Something Station. Brighton Station? Hopewell Station.
Hopewell Junction.
Junction Station.
Yeah. Sure.
There's a train.
It's like you guys' pronouncement of Carnegie and Carnegie. It's the same difference.
Yeah. We did just have, you were just talking to somebody that works at Carnegie Mellon on the in between. So,
Hey, why do you say it like that for the school and not for the person?
I don't know. It's just what we do, man. That's what I was.
Because it's Carnegie all the time.
Unless you're, it
Yeah.
depends. No, it depends on
Unless
which side
you're
of
from
the,
Scotland.
depends on which side of the river you're on. And there's a Dave Podner with us. Do I tag the iPhoneography podcast on here? Is that Papa? Wait, what does that say on that cup? Paparazzi?
Yeah, when Ruth went to her big jewelry convention,
Okay.
she got this. She bought the giant faux Stanley Cup here, so you can see the size of cup per head.
That's good. Yeah, no, I got one of
That's
those.
the first time Stanley Cup's been seen in Pittsburgh in a while.
No, it's been a little bit.
Yeah. And same thing for
okay.
New York, though.
Okay, yeah. When's the last time you saw
I'm a Pittsburgh fan.
That's true, but
Why are you bashing your own team? What's going on? And you know what?
I'm just saying.
it's been too long. It's been
It
too
has
long.
been
It's
too
a
long.
welcome sight.
Okay, either way, I can't imagine
go.
us talking to much else but SummerSlam and pink cups tonight. So Mike and I have both attended the SummerSlam, the biggest SummerSlam ever.
Until next year.
Until next year when they do it in, I don't know, Minneapolis. You think that's gonna be a bigger one? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe.
Well,
That's
it's
a
an
brand
indoor.
new
It's an indoor stadium. It's an indoor stadium up there.
Oh, good. It's air
So
conditioning.
I don't know. Well, yeah, air conditioning. Of course, it's Minnesota, so do they actually really have summer?
I don't know, man. I was like,
No,
am I excited?
It's
Am I
3 weeks in August.
Am I excited to go to Minnesota for SummerSlam? You know, so I mean, I guess Mall of America in the same
I was
town.
gonna say you could go to Mall of America.
Yeah.
So, which is basically what American Dream is.
I did check it. There is either public transportation, so you can take their subway there instead of getting an Uber, but it's in Bloomington, so it's in a suburb, so it's a good 20 minutes drive away.
I still presume they'll do the WWE takeover at Mall of America, considering how they had the layout at American Dream.
Sorg,
Yes,
I'm making a prediction. I'm
Yes.
making a bold prediction.
Bold prediction.
They're gonna have an NXT event in the mall.
In the mall? You think they're? And this is where God, not Fest Wrestling. First Wrestling does their shows in the style of Nitro. Swemba tells me about this all the time. They don't film their shows at all.
That's a shame.
Right? So they're just like, this is an ongoing conversation we have about promoters that decide that video is not important to their game plan. And this is one of those. I forget who runs it. Somebody that's a familiar name to at least in my circle. And he's just like, yeah, they just don't film it, and they say if they want to see it, they can come buy a ticket. You know, which is a way to get everybody in there, but also you're booking like some crazy people. You know, so it's all about revenue streams, man. Yeah. So, but either way, but yeah, it's pretty wild. So, but yeah, Mall of America, I'm looking at now. Yeah, it has like Mall of America. I think it's the same company as American Dream. I'm relatively certain because they have a lot of the same.
Did
stuff.
anyone make a joke about being in the American Dream Mall, baby?
No, I didn't, watch the countdown shows or anything like that. But no, I did not catch that. But I did get to catch them doing the Hulk Hogan theme music over the speakers in the mall about once every half hour at least. And whenever they played it, they cranked it instead of the music they were playing. So I was there for 2 days and spent a lot of time in the mall before the shows. And I was really tired of that song after a while.
Well, that's because malls are dying, Sorg, so now it fits.
No. Oh, wow. Damn it. Clip
It's okay. He can't hurt us now.
Oh boy. Either way, so off of that, yeah. So I guess we should we talk more? Should we talk about that experience? You got into the Superstore.
Sure did.
So the line was too daunting for me, and I was like, I'm not gonna stay here for an hour just to buy a T-shirt, an overpriced T-shirt.
The line moved pretty quick.
It was the last day. I have a feeling you probably had a better time on that last day. I did not get to see the line. But I did get to walk by the photos in the rink a little bit. But yeah, they had that. I know it was a lot shorter because they had a separate store for just the belts. So
yes, the belts, like the ring jackets and stuff like that.
Yeah, the high ticket stuff. Yeah.
I will say, I love wrestling fans.
Mm-hmm.
Because the line stretched past, like, if you've ever been to a big mall, like, there's openings and you can see the ground level from the upper levels. On the ground level, by where the line was an Angry Birds mini golf course.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ask, you have to experience it. But every time someone sank a putt on the green, the wrestling fans that were waiting to get in were clapping and chanting, "You still got it."
The line we're showing here is a time lapse WWE posted, I think, of the first day when they opened. So apparently you could get in early if you had a Chase Freedom credit card.
Yes. Yeah, and you could check out separately if you had one.
Oh, okay. Is this like the T-Mobile entrance at T-Mobile Arena? So which ended up longer than the line I was in when I went to Raw. I was like, oh, wait, I have T-Mobile. Should I be going there? Oh, no, that's a long line. Oh, well, I'm already through kind of situation. But either way, it was a lot of fun. Man, where do we start with SummerSlam? There was a lot of good I felt throughout the weekend.
Oh, should we start with SummerSlam or should we start with the night before?
The night before? Okay. Let's start with
the face.
Let's generally so we got in, and I said if we get in enough time, we'll go to SmackDown. It's in Newark. It was about 20. Well, it was an hour with traffic, but it's not far from where we were staying and stuff. Not far from MetLife and everything, right? So we go and they do this promo with John Cena, and it's just like, yeah, turns out this is all just a show, and I'm just gonna be a good guy again. And I'm just like, wait, we just did that? You know, I don't know.
I mean, he didn't say. He said that Cody gave him the wake up call he needed.
Yes.
Which, okay, sure.
It's one way to play it, you know. It was kind of a leap to get us there, I guess. But
it really told me he was losing the belt.
I guess a little bit, yeah. You know,
because it told me either Cody was turning heel, or he was just straight losing the belt. But like either way, I'm like, okay, so we're on the back half.
Yeah, and I've always had the theory that he keeps it, and Cody does the get back at SummerSlam, and then John Cena gets to have these last few months doing the greatest hits Rose Gallery with the bad guys, right?
That everyone thought was going to happen anyway.
Yeah. So that we thought we were going to get all year. But you got to think about it. He turned heel. We got to have him with Punk. We got to get him with Orton. Because if we were just doing like baby stuff with John Cena the entire year, it's going to get boring. And
plus, I hate to say it. Sorry, don't mean to cut you off. Sorry. After that WWE Unreal show came out, you kind of have to turn him back face from that.
A little bit. No, do you have to? Why?
Because there's an episode called Heel Turn where it's like, all right, so this is what we're doing. Like,
but that's what everything is. That's literally what they're doing. They were doing that.
I know, but like
they were doing that at the press conferences. Like the crowd turns out is smart enough to separate what they see on WWE Unreal and the internet and the post show and the press conference versus what we see in the ring. You know,
imagine 6 months after, Hogan turns at Bash at the Beach. TNT airs a 1 hour documentary. But just imagine that.
Wait, are you like Black Jesus on Instagram? Just imagine.
but imagine they're promoting the documentary. They obviously want you to see it. They want you to see that this is a show. And like back then, if you did that 6 months after the turn, the NWO turned face.
Did we? But this is a different era. Did we not do that last year with the WrestleMania 40 documentary that came out about this time last year?
But everyone was still in alignment. Everyone was still in alignment.
Okay. I see what you're saying there. So no, I think the play here has been, regardless of what's happening with this thing. One, not everybody's watching it. There's still very casual fans coming to SummerSlam that are not watching your Unreal documentary. Okay, they're not interested in it, or they're interested in a way that they're just interested in documentaries. You know, so I think in this day and age, there's a detachment of that because we all walk in and just believe whatever is in front of us, you know, because we're all in on it. So I think you can do that, and I think it's okay to do that, and it's okay for them to stretch this out, you know. So like we can ride the line, you know. When one, you know, how many press conferences have we seen between AEW and WWE where somebody comes out in character, and then the next one comes out and says that, yeah, my program was such and such, you know, as how they talk about it. Like both things can be okay is where we've kind of landed with it. Now, if you're a purist that says, no, I want you to lie to me all the time, well, at least we have Seth Rollins. Because now, listen, yes, we showed you WWE Unreal, and then it's done whatever the John Cena thing, but then we have Seth Rollins reminding you that they dictate what's real, and you're going for the ride sometimes whether you want to or not.
Now, here's the question. How much of that stuff he described was filmed for WWE Unreal?
Which one?
Like, he said that they went out to dinner with Montez and Bianca.
Uh-huh.
I bet that was filmed for Unreal.
Wait, what are you talking about?
With Seth using the crutches outside of his house.
Is that they're not doing another Unreal one right now, are they? Or is that?
There's a season 2 coming.
There's a season 2. Okay.
Pretty sure. Yeah.
No, well, I think the line is, and again, what can we believe? I watched the TikTok of the host of the program that he helped co-host or did a guest host or whatever that week after he got a quote unquote injured at main event, and he's like, you didn't tell me. You used my show, and he's like, in the video clip I saw from Monday was, thank you for letting me use your show to fool everybody situation, which was tremendous. And also, this is the beautiful. I think we got two sides of the coin. You got Seth and Becky and their kids in on it too, apparently. That all lied to us about Seth Rollins' injury to give us one of the greatest moments in SummerSlam history. I thought with the reveal. I thought that was amazing. I also love the Willy Wonka tribute that went across my social media afterwards as well.
I wish he did the forward roll.
I wish
he had done it. I wish he had just gone full board.
Yeah, it's a ninja roll because of Seth Rollins, right? So now ninja roll. Remember the chibi wrestlers? Oh man, I miss those guys. But either way, so you got that situation. I got to put the chat room in front of me because I see you guys blowing up over there. Okay, let me know if there's anything good in there.
Tina's taking a sabbatical, so
Tina's taking a Okay.
Sabbatical. I'm sure based off of something that we're probably not going to talk about.
Oh yeah, there's that too. But so there's that. There's other ways to surprise us, which we won't get into at the moment. But then you have that, and then you have the John Cena comeback turn thing, because we're already cheering John Cena in his heelness because he's doing so great, and we love that he's doing something different.
That might be a reason they did it on SmackDown too, because he was already getting cheered.
Yeah, and they reasoned enough into it, whether it landed or not. And again, all this stuff is kind of, it lands or not, right? It was weird, and I sitting there in the audience, I'm left going, wait, that's it? Wait, we just did this? Wait, that means Cody's turning heel, right? Wait, or maybe this is a swerve, and he's just going to end up kicking him in the nuts anyways, right? Like, you still have a question mark.
Mm-hmm.
By doing the obvious thing, you still like, well, there's got to be something else, right? And then and then something else
I think there's the ultimate question mark, though.
Yeah, what?
Well, the ultimate question mark is what happens when a certain final boss finds out that John Cena
I was waiting for Rock to come out in the middle of the match.
I think that's coming.
I was waiting for. I was waiting for Rock. I'm halfway through that match, and I'm like, Rock's gonna come out. Cody's gonna give him his damn soul, and and we're off to the races.
The only one taking souls these days is Bronson Reed.
Bronson Reed, who misinterpreted the Rock by
taking
shoes. The best video I saw after he did that was Bubba Ray it was like a clip from Busted Open, where he's like, I didn't realize how disrespectful it was to take somebody's shoes until I heard that crowd. So it's like, okay, all right.
That's a big thing.
That's a big thing.
Mm-hmm. That's a big thing. Like I knew that was bad even when I saw Hocus Pocus back in the day.
Oh, he's a Hocus Pocus stan. Oh,
nice shoes, Hollywood. Took him.
So
but now I'll be honest. After Cena lost,
yes,
like I said, I kept on waiting for during the match Cena to say, "Guess what?
And
I'm still a heel." But after Cena lost, if Rock would have come out, and just berated him by saying, I gave you this, I gave you everything, and you lost it because you wouldn't do it. How dare you? And he just started to slap Cena, and Cena would take it without punching back. But
I feel like that's coming.
But I mean, when you figure what he has left to do, he has this new thing going on, which may last a month. And then
I think that's a one and done.
Or shorter, depending on the news.
Well,
yeah.
We'll see.
And then we have maybe Drew. Apparently this is Cena wants to have this over different people. So, but yeah, so I mean,
doesn't make me think great things about.
Oh no, agreed.
Like unless I mean, again, we don't know how it was presented, but it's like,
listen,
like if he was asked like, hey, pie in the sky, you get your opponents, who do you want? And he could have even been like, I don't think this is possible, but this guy,
yeah,
like I'm sure he wasn't really thinking about backlash at the time. I think he was just asked a question and he answered it.
Well, either way, like, even if are we really that mad if you know, even if we do the easy money grab obvious things for the next couple months in these few spots that he has left. Are we so mad about that considering we got such a gift of the last several months of his that's been so good and interesting?
Well, that depends on who you ask. But a lot of people haven't liked the last couple months.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I've enjoyed it. I thought the heel turn went well.
Well, I mean, there's always somebody, but it's somebody, quote unquote, everybody. Like, I feel like reactively, like, I mean, from Mania, it was not 100%. It's the same thing as the last few years, like the Cody Roman thing. The crowd still was relatively strong, split-ish kind of thing. And I thought it still was at Mania this year. I think, like, everybody at SummerSlam, I felt was just like, I'm here for his, like, basically retirement send-off match. Because a lot of people are seeing him for the last time.
It almost was.
And it is.
Yeah.
It was really played like that because he's not playing anything. Even he's doing Survivor Series in that ball field in San Diego. That's not MetLife Stadium, you know. And a great concept was brought up about how I think this is maybe from the Countdown show or something. How and you know, going back, this happened in MetLife Stadium. We got to do the torch pass with Cody. They basically did the Rock Cody or the Rock Cena story in this year that took them like 2 or 3, right? That is 2. It was only 2, but
it was only 2. So
you
we
got
could have
the
threads on the light.
you got the torch pass at MetLife at 29 between Rock and Cena, and then Cena got to do the torch pass here, right? So like I think that's like the symmetry I love, right? The story I love, you know, and I think it's worked out really, really well for them. So, tremendous match, so much fun. The stuff they did, playing with the Cody Vader, and everything, like, was so much fun. Of course, I'm up at the nosebleed, so they're going that way, and I'm just like, why is the trap door open? You know, you got a little bit of a.
As soon as I saw they were fighting toward the curtain, I'm like,
yeah,
they're gonna come up through the Cody Vader.
Right. It was just like, oh, it's happening, you know. And it was just so good. It had such a great reaction. It was such an amazing shot. I think I saw Riz like reacting to it. It's like, oh my god, that shot, that's tremendous. Here's the other tell I had, by the way, when I saw this, because I went to double check that this wasn't the case at WrestleMania. I knew Cody was winning because it was sponsored by Wheatley Vodka. By the way, he was getting booed on that commercial a little bit when he popped up.
That's fine.
Yeah. So
Tina's asking if it had WrestleMania X8 vibes. I don't think so because they both came in as faces.
Yes.
Hogan came into 18 as a heel.
Yes, he did.
And the crowd turned him.
Yes. Match. No, we didn't have that. No. The closest to that I think we had was Dom at WrestleMania. Like the crowd.
All right, I'm gonna say something controversial. Dom has been a face since he left Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
I don't think it's controversial.
Hear me out. Rhea Ripley groomed and gaslit Dom to kick his deadbeat dad in the dick. Join their creepy goth cult. And then trap Dom in a web of sexual aura that the whole Judgment Day just encompasses.
Oh, there's so much sexual aura in the Judgment
Day.
Oh
exactly.
My god.
That's what I'm saying.
That faction fucks.
But hold on. So Rhea Ripley gaslit him and groomed him. Like, even wearing the I'm your Poppy shirts. Like, she was playing into the entire thing. She drew Dominic in and then proceeded to berate him when he wasn't performing up to the standard. Meanwhile, here comes Liv Morgan, who, granted, she has her own agenda,
Sure.
but she's telling Dom
Yeah.
he can do whatever he wants. He can have all the chicken tendies he wants. He can play video games whenever he likes it. I mean, I get it. I get it. Why be with someone who makes you call you mommy when you can be with someone who calls you her daddy?
Listen, like
Dom's been a face since SummerSlam last year.
I mean, all right. You know, who hasn't had, you know, the attraction to like the you know, the person that's probably not the best for you. And Dom's in that
Keep
phase.
in mind, Liv was also
I was
in the
so
right with her
concerned as to
revenge.
how that sentence was going to end.
John, you want to chime in on this?
You are just
sorry.
pausing for too long between who among us has not been attracted to and whatever you were going to say next. And I was like, oh, where are we going with this? Where are we going with this?
I know you were getting the TikTok clip ready for that.
Yeah, that's right.
But like, keep in mind, Liv's revenge tour, she was justified because it was Rhea that turned her back on Liv.
That's right. That's right.
Liv was getting revenge, granted, maybe a little too aggressively, but justifiable revenge.
Yeah, she went kind of crazy pants on it, right? But it was like, but she had some justification, and she was saving somebody in the long run too, you know. So
Exactly.
you got to, it's
because Liv never like gaslit Dom. She just had an attraction to Dom.
So in the end,
and who doesn't have an attraction to Dom at this point? Because as we've said, Judgment Day fucks.
Yes, I think
I wish that could be the show title.
What's that?
I wish that could be the show title.
We can play with that.
Judgment Day fucks.
I was gonna say Justice for Dom as one, but Judgment Day. I'll just find some cinnamons. All the U's. Okay. Anyway, I think I'm sure members of the Judgment Day have been a lot of awakenings for a lot of people. You know, so yeah. I mean, just starting with Rhea, going to
starting with Edge.
Starting with Edge.
Starting with Edge.
That's
Why
true.
not?
That's true.
He get all the way back.
He was the original Leather Daddy, wasn't he?
I'm gonna say Edge starting Judgment Day may be the best thing he's ever done in his career.
Absolutely. And then, you know, what's beautiful is he built it and then got out of the way, you know, and I love to see it.
That's like he said he wanted to.
It's been evolving. It's been a bit of an evolution, you know. There's been video games. There's been a Carlito has a resurgence career out of this. You know,
for a bit of time.
I mean, he's just happy.
And now he can charge more for bookings.
Oh,
true.
He can.
Very
Absolutely.
true.
You know, he can get into video game tournaments.
Was in there?
Yeah. Well, and let's not forget, without Judgment Day, JD McDonough may not have a job.
Oh, absolutely.
Very true.
Absolutely.
Because he has turned into this annoying schmuck who's on the screen that no one wants to see too.
Yeah.
He's not bad.
But see, then he almost killed himself trying to do a dive, and now everyone's like, I guess we kind of have to cheer him now, right?
Yeah. It's like not that it's like it's more of a respect cheer than a pity cheer, because it's because he went through the match and everything, right? So, all right, we gotta take a break here. So, real quick here, give a shout out to our friends that do support this show at patreon.com/ Wrestling Mayhem Show, and I can't find the right document because I don't know what show this is. There we go. But thank you everybody that does support the show, including Bo Diggity. Oh jeez. I also keep looking at the wrong camera. Team Hammerfist, Tupac Family, Brother Brewer, the Triple B Podcast, APWF, Jason French, Poppy Club Level, Dave, Prof Pod Podner. There he is with his pink cup. And Crash Insurance Co. Tony Kincaid, True Prince of Pro, and at the Riz Club is the pizza. What? Bad night for him not to be here. And at the manager level, Bradley. And see, we can't make that connection now. We can't make the
No.
wedgie connection.
No,
It's
we
not here. What
we
are
don't have
supposed
the
to do?
buff eagle.
What are we supposed to
We
do?
don't-
No. Wait, well, we got we don't no visible buff eagle. We got no wedgie.
No wedgie.
No wedgie. And we can't get Riz's opponent, Riz's opinion on how much the Judgment Day fucks.
I love intern John just posted a tweet. Join us to discuss the sexual aura of the Judgment Day.
I mean, what there's basically nothing else we should be talking about at this point.
That's true. I'm
Well,
going to-
I mean, there is one thing we could be talking about. I don't want to distract us, but there is one other question going on
I don't
in
even
WWE
know what you
right
could
now.
be talking about.
No, not that. Something that happened last night on Raw. How many Grande Americanos are there?
Okay, so
We're up to 4.
I have a hope for this.
Survivor Series?
Is this? I think you told me this the other day, right?
Yeah.
It's a long tail. It's a couple months away.
My hope against hope for this, because past couple of years we've had war games, and it's been great. And war games has always involved main event talent on the men's side. I think what we need is a mid-card war games. And I want to see. I want us to have 5 Grande Americanos by the time we get to November. And I want Los Grandes Americanos versus the LWO. And that match would just rip.
And we just
That would just rip.
that we
And,
just
like,
we just
and-
reenact the
and
Ultimate
LWO
Warrior one.
Yeah, like LWO, you have Ray, Joaquin, Cruz, and Dragon Lee. They need a 5th. You know who that 5th is? El Vikingo. I mean, that match would rip. That match would be
Now who
amazing.
would be now? We kind of know who the El Grandes are right now.
They're all El Grande.
Right, I realize that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But do you want to have El Grande tall?
Tall El Grande?
Tall El Grande.
Tall
With
El
a
Grande.
someone with a very deep voice who may have been a ninja at one time.
Oh, I love where your head's at. I love where your head's at.
Hypothetically, when we talk about the identity of the El Grande Americanos, allegedly on the internet, on the dark web, there is a point out that the first 3 people that Penta defeated coming into WWE could allegedly maybe be, with hypno glasses, the first 3
Wait,
Grandes.
so hold on. Are you saying that we might have an episode of Raw where it's just Penta versus every El Grande Americano?
If we
Because
do the Black
I
Lotus Triad
would love
match
that.
from Lucha Underground.
I would love that.
By the way, I'm with whoever that says whatever. I think it was maybe a sign at the show that said "Put Lucha Underground back on Netflix."
Yep. I concur.
I'm here for it.
If I won the lottery, Sorg, I would buy the rights to Lucha Underground and just put it on the internet for free.
How much do you think it is to buy the rights to Lucha Underground? At Chris Joseph and Mr. Van Wagen. Hypothetically,
I bet WWE can do it a lot easier now with their partnership with AAA.
that is true too. 'Cause, I mean, I don't know that AAA would be. I think it was more of a partnership than part ownership, but I mean, it'd be a great thing to have in there. So, what else happened? CM Punk, Pepsi Phil. Let's talk about Pepsi
Cookie
Phil.
Monster.
Huh?
Cookie Monster.
Are we just
said it.
naming? Wait, we just naming Muppets now?
No,
he said it.
Yeah.
He
On the
said it.
Unreal show. On the Unreal
Yeah.
show. He said that was one of his nicknames.
Oh,
Cookie Monster.
There was
Which
a
I
lot of-
never heard. I mean, I could see Muffin
no,
Man.
No, I heard
One of
Cookie
my
Monster. I
favorite-
heard Cookie Monster, Chick Magnet,
Yeah.
Chicago Made.
Oh.
Chick
Yeah.
Magnet is the official one, but the only reason we know that is because of the Punk Colt Cabana trial. Like it came out in Discovery because prior to that he
oh,
never
man.
confirmed what CM stands for,
The
so
m-
people were just like
Well,
saying things.
The
Well,
most.
we know for sure it doesn't stand for Colt's mother.
Mm-mm, mm-mm,
Mm.
Discovery is the most damaging things usually, and that's why everything goes to settlements.
But also, wait a minute. Punk calling himself Pupsy Phil means that indirectly Danhausen was on WWE TV.
Well, we at least alluded to it, so yeah, absolutely. From the weekend, okay, yeah, CM Punk, Gunther, great match. Is this the first time Gunther bled? No, okay. Because it really felt weird how he went from bleeding to just being done in that match.
I'm trying to think now. I thought he might have been NXT.
I think there might have been some.
Could it be NXT UK?
Maybe I'm thinking of when he had Jey Uso's blood all over him.
That could be.
That might be one.
Obviously chest.
Well, he has not bled
chops.
that much, though.
No. So I feel
that was so much blood.
Like it seemed like the story was, oh no, he bled. He doesn't know how to handle that. Kind of thing. Like that's what I took from the stands, at least. I don't know how it's being sold online or on stream for you guys. Punk is the Alexander Hamilton to Seth's Aaron Burr. Man, that's
okay.
That's.
I mean, they're in the ring where it happens. Ring where it happens.
There you go. Yeah, we got the joke. So
and they were in New Jersey.
They were. There was literally.
Where? Go back to Hamilton and Burr. It happened in New Jersey.
Not far from MetLife Stadium is an Alexander Hamilton rest stop. Yeah.
And there's
also a Vince Lombardi, but
I was gonna say there's also a James Gandolfini.
Jersey's wild. I refuse to get gas in Jersey. Thankfully, it's not large.
No, you should, Sword. It's cheap and you don't have to pump it.
That's what freaks me out.
Wait, hold on.
What?
I mean, you've never had full service at a gas pump?
I've had full service. I just find it awkward in this day and age.
They also clean your windows for you. It's very nice.
Listen. Yes, I'm in a day and age where I will not go to the grocery store and I'm texting the person to make sure they're getting the right fiber bar or whatever for my wife. But I will not go. But I will not have somebody pump my gas. Something just feels wrong about it, right? We used to have full service over here by the airport. My grandparents were fancy people and fancy suburban middle class people that let people pump their gas for them. So I'm familiar with the concept. And it's cheaper.
It's cheaper in Jersey.
You're not paying for that person. It's cheaper in the Poconos too, by the way. I don't know if it was much cheaper than I didn't look at the gas stations honestly when I was out there. I was just nope, don't exist. I can't see them. I can't see your gas stations. So CM Punk, the Seth Rollins thing was so magic, and I have to tell you this story. There's a girl in front of us, and our relocated. We're down on 133, and also where I got you, Steve Carino. I got you. We'll get to that in a second. I showed Mike the picture the other day, and maybe we'll show it here on the show. So there's this girl in front of us who is obviously a very, very big CM Punk fan. She's not a child. I don't know how old she was, but she's not a child. But to the point where she's got this CM Punk sign. Listen, she's got this sign, and she was originally going to sit up where we were behind the stage. So I don't know who she thought was going to see it, but she's holding up the sign during the match, which is okay, she's whatever, she's into it, right? Every time Gunther was getting over on Punk, she just both fingers up, doing the CM Punk cross with the fingers kind of thing, right? And so she's just nothing is okay if Punk's not on top on this thing, right? Punk wins. She's elated. I stopped paying attention at this point because too much stuff was going on. But Missy caught this. The Seth Rollins stuff happens. And then they're going away. And Missy's yeah, that guy's going to have some work to do on the way home. I was oh, really? I was I remember how she was during the match. And she's yeah, she's crying. Full on crying. She is not doing okay with this right now. I'm oh no, I feel so bad for that guy. That's going to be a long ride home. So, but that was a lot of fun though. But yeah. So they have, I missed something in the chat room there, but yeah, I forget where I was going for that. But the Seth Rollins thing is great. I loved how they used it. I love that immediately we got the Becky Lynch. Oh, I'm sorry, my posts were misleading thing, and that's the other beautiful side of it too, right? Was like we can still do this. What did they repeat over and over again in that WWE Unreal documentary, Mike?
No.
About how hard it was to keep secrets.
Oh yeah, a tight circle. Keep a tight circle. Something like that.
I was thinking more of the way Michael Hayes said it, but
I tuned out whenever Michael Hayes talked.
There's that too, but either
Michael
way,
Hayes just bothers me.
There's
on every single level. Although I did think it's funny that we got to see Michael Hayes with that fucking stupid hat.
For a change. Yeah, dude just walks around like that, like I think day to day. So and has for like.
Did you see the top of his fucking head?
Oh yeah.
Jesus, it looks like someone like used the wrong side of a bowl to make angel hair pasta.
Oh my god. Well, the 80s were tough. So woo, there's gorilla footage of packaged. And also I did love the packages at the beginning of each night with all the social media stuff. I love how they play that. I passed the thing. The thing where everybody's taking they did the reaction of people walking out. But I remember I passed the thing going out, and I love that they do, like, WWE sets up. It's just an iPhone on a ring light, dude. By that front gate, and they're just like, and just dude with a handwritten sign that says give me your reactions, right? There's no indication that you just like, this is a WWE thing or anything. I'm just like, how did that TikTok guy get his camera in here with that stand? So, but anyways, but that's anything else on the CM Punk Seth Rollins situation. I'm gonna love. The people complaining, I really wish they would end this feud, are not going to have a good time in the next couple of months.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's the Mania match.
Could go that far, but I think we're going to have a lot of stops along the way. So, like, something immediately is going to happen, probably in France. I mean,
you also have Roman to deal with too.
You do have a Roman situation to deal with. You have shoes. They're stealing Roman souls on a weekly basis now.
I believe Paul Heyman coined it as the tribal thief. And he's wearing the Shula Fala.
Did you love how there was a kiss cam, bad breath kiss cam, like while they were playing the promo for everybody else on the stream?
Okay, so that wasn't on air.
That was not on air because the night before they started the promo and then went to the kiss cam. Okay.
I thought if that was on air, that's the perfect time to cut to like Liv and
right. No, that was they're purely doing. They're really big on doing this stuff for in house. At the new one I saw at the SmackDown taping, they didn't do this at Raw, but they're doing the it's an EO Sky Cam and it's do the point dance. That was great with the kids. So
on something they do at NXT all the time. They used to have like the Tony D cam. With everyone doing,
they're having a lot of fun with it. I like it. It's not just like old DX stuff, right? So, and they're mixing it up. So, like, there was a couple of them I think when we had them here for Raw, and everything. And my favorite thing is if you haven't yet been to a Raw or SmackDown taping, you don't get this when you go to SmackDown. Or I'm sorry, the SummerSlam Mania or anything like that. There is a wonderful hype video light show that happens. I might have talked about this before after seeing it at Raw, but I was glad that like Missy got to see it at Raw, or no, Katie did, but she got to see it at SmackDown too. But I love the presentation. I love how much that's upped, and they're just fucking showing off at this point, and it's kind of really kind of great. So, let's take another break, and we'll see what else we want to talk about from the show here. So in the meantime, let's give a shout. Remind you guys, you know what you should do? You should watch more wrestling. That's always going to be the rule on this show. And but we have an answer for you. IndyWrestling.us #WatchMoreWrestling. We have so much. We have marathons from VCW and TPW. They're on the YouTube for free. We have a deep catalog over at IndyWrestling.network and on the membership with our friends Neo Pro Wrestling. Just put out the Triple X Extreme Match show. The first time I got to help produce a show in a strip club. That was a fascinating experience. Did we show the one room last week on this show? Did we?
You posted something with you next to a pole.
No, not that part. No, there was
okay.
It was
the
the
one with like the paint splatter.
Yeah, with the paint splatter and like the open bath kind of situation that looked like
it was at least spoken about.
Okay. That might have been that because that was something. Oh, because Derek was on and we talked about that. That's right. Derek Dillinger was on, so that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, so that show's on there. The bath part isn't part of the show. Okay, that was backstage. Use your imagination. Anyway, so a lot of stuff's happened there. 2PW Prospect Pro Wrestling's coming back. Danny Moe's going to be a part of that here in 2 weeks, in about 2 Fridays, I think. Next Friday, God. VCW's coming back on the end of the month with a barbed wire, no rope, a barbed wire match. With Jamie Jamison and Beastman. There's so much going on, in outside the network with our partners that we sponsor, IndyWrestling.us. Enjoy Wrestling has dropped on their YouTube the Hot to Go show. That's definitely worth checking out there. So go check out all that kind of stuff. Some really, really good stuff. So IndyWrestling.
And when it comes to 880,
mm-hmm.
you can see how every one of Tatiana's former teammates, it seems, outside of Keith Hott, has turned evil. First Nix, now Reese Hayes.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows why?
Reese Hayes had...
I'm saying coincidence.
Reese Hayes had like a presentation last week about rankings and such, now that he's a partial owner of 880, I guess.
Pulled out his arts and crafts crate.
Yeah, it kind of was an arts and crafts crate, wasn't it?
The only thing is he needs a better a prop to hold up the flipboard other than the folding chair.
Well, probably, but it should save some of that money to buy an easel, I guess.
Exactly. He needs some kind of easel or something else, yes.
What else do you want to talk about from SummerSlam, guys? That's it. There are 2 matches. Let's go home.
Well, I mean, I think this is part of it is that the big things that hit were the last matches of the show.
As it should be.
Well, yeah, I realize that, but that can overwhelm and make you kind of forget what else happened when there's this much wrestling. I hate to say it. And I like the fact that, well, first of all, it was very cool. Naomi's dad played her out. That was amazing. That's cool. But the women's match I thought was really good. And starting it off second night so it would get the crowd really going. And the other thing I'm finding really funny is when Rhea was carrying Io to the back after the match, and someone who was just on the side kind of picked up, and basically we're having a Rhea Io buddy film. Are we now best friends?
Yeah, they kind of leaned into this frenemies idea with them now too, right? Since we,
in fact, we saw on Monday the Kabuki Warriors were kind of like, oh, you be there with your new friend. We're going on our own thing.
Yes. It was the send-off, if you will, right? So, but yeah. No, all the women's matches killed it all weekend, of course. I thought they were a lot of fun.
And the fact that Charlotte was cheered.
It's amazing. They talked about that somewhere, like the idea that like nobody wanted to get behind Charlotte. They do this, but they showed her fun side, and
they showed her as a human being.
Yeah, and
she wasn't the queen.
Yeah,
she wasn't this weird thing that she was. Here's Charlotte, and by the way, she's also a human being who you can see has some reaction and kind of like Randy, seems like she's enjoying what she's doing.
It's also playing up the was it players whatever Players Bible, was it the article that we talked about a few weeks ago, where her very genuine, like, I'm just here to have fun now, I'm not gonna go crazy with this kind of thing. So Io and Ripley as a tag team, I'd love to see that too. From Antoine in the chat room. So Candice reliving her PWG days, says Tina. Oh my God, that ladder. The shots of Gargano saying, first of all, no, I didn't sleep on the couch. There's no couch in our hotel room. And there's like a bunch of the
interview
highlights
afterwards where Ciampa it was Ciampa, Gargano, and Candice. And they were trying to talk back and forth. And Ciampa, he was close, but he was like screaming, kind of not on mic. Mm-hmm. You almost killed her. Mm-hmm. What are you doing? She is the mother of your child. Mm-hmm. What are you doing? Mm-hmm. And then Candice was like, I can't stand it. I'm walking away.
There was a post where there was like, we have a 3-year-old. And it was just like the clips of all of them dying on tables and ladders and stuff. It was scary.
I hate to say it, that ladder broke way too easy.
So like they're like this five, like you look at it, like Missy was kind of like looking at that when we were looking at the clip later, and it's like, what is that? Because it looks like a wood kind of splintering that happens there. But I think my estimation is it's actually fiberglass instead or something that's going to break a little easier, and it's not like pure unforgiving metal anymore. Which could be just it's safety ladder.
You still No, I understand the idea, but you still wanted to absorb some of the punishment, and it looked like it broke so easily that it didn't, and she just went straight on the mat without anything taking that punishment.
Oh yeah.
And the fact that she, it looks like she's okay. She's not injured.
She seems
I don't want to say she's not hurt. Yeah. She's obviously, everyone's hurt from that match.
Yeah.
There were some the spots on that match. Like I said, it was a car wreck.
Yes,
but it was the best way a car wreck, and it should have been a car wreck.
And yes, I'm just so glad she didn't do a top dollar.
I think everyone's being a little more careful.
Oh no, watch that match. Ciampa with
I meant more like the jumping part.
Ciampa with the crawl, the what, I don't know what you even call this move because I'm not physically apt to do it. The flip up into the hanging from the belts situation.
Oh yeah, where he was kind of hanging. He was like, okay, I can't hold myself on my arms. I'm going to now go up like Spider-Man.
It was such a fun TLC. Such a fun TLC. They had so many stipulations that last day. Unfortunately, and a generally good match, and I'm really sad that that's the one that they had to waive on. But the Lyra and Becky, and also whatever magic trick apparently happened with the zip tie at one point that came off her arms when she was wrapped around Becky for I think a suplex, and then just magically she like re-zipped it like as fast as possible. It's kind of impressive actually. So
I think that happened with her earlier too.
Yeah, they were definitely having some issues with it. And the chat we were in was just like, why didn't they use handcuffs? And then they used handcuffs in like the cage match. We're like, oh, so,
that's why. But also, do you think that Logan Paul was using meta glasses?
I think he absolutely was. I think he absolutely was. Yeah.
Because I didn't see a camera on him.
No, I did that too, and it's like, oh, he was wearing like these sunglasses, so he's
okay.
Wearing,
they look like the heavier frame ones.
Certainly wearing those like Ray-Bans or whatever. Yeah. So likely what happened, and I started positing this in my head about how that kind of worked out. I was like, okay, so we didn't put him. Like he got up there, we obviously put some glasses on to do this move. They went wherever afterwards. There's somebody there that was a hand that says, take these glasses, and then hopefully they survived and they have the footage, right? So, and if they don't, like, he just put on glasses because he's a cool dude, with his prime stuff doing his spot, like that's how you play it. So it was like, well, if it works, I have a cool a viral angle of an already viral moment. If it doesn't work, it was like $300 for these glasses is nothing to anybody in that company. So
but also I will 100% give Jelly Roll credit.
Yes,
because the fact that like you hear people say he's been to the PC all the time, but he said, okay, yeah, I'll take a splash on a table from there, and yeah, I'll just take the splash. It's like he didn't have to take the splash.
Help me out. Who's the guy that did the intro both nights? But there's a video of him. He's in the crowd. This is the other thing. So this is another thing I was impressed we were talking. I don't know if I was talking with somebody in the crowd or Missy.
Drewski.
Well, Drewski, thank you. It was also impressive. Like Cardi B is like in the crowd the rest of the night, right? Like she didn't just like come out, do the fucking host spot at the beginning and fuck off.
Oh no,
she's
I mean Cardi B is a fan.
Same with him. It's just like he did his thing that obviously they shot that weekend at the stadium. Or that week or whatever, but he's like, yeah, no, I'm sticking around for the show. Like they're not just showing up; they're like it's like they're legit fans. They're not just there to plug their shit. It's like some of them are there for a Netflix special, but these ones are just like, no, I'm coming to do this.
Well, you mean like what I believe it was on Monday when they had the entire cast except Jenna Ortega of Wednesday on in the front row.
Yeah, I was like, which one's Wednesday? And I was like, oh, it must be the makeup, and I didn't realize, I forgot it's Jenna Ortega.
Yeah.
So yeah, and just like, oh, they dropped those guys in and whatever kind of thing, right? But there's a spot where Drewski's like looking up, trying to look over somebody's shoulder. And it's after the jelly roll table spot, and I don't know if it's Cardi B or whoever is taking the video, just like, sit down. He's like, I'm trying to see if he's dead, man. It's just like. But it's so fucking genuine, and it's awesome, and these are like big time people. I know nothing about Drewski. I've probably heard a song. I have no idea. Barely know anything about Cardi B other than what happens on WWE, to be quite honest. Oh wait, there was that one song. I know that one song.
Yeah, the one song you gotta be careful.
The one song.
By the way, Weird Al did a great cover of.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah, I think he had explained the song on the show to me one time. So. But anyways, do we get a heel Bailey or Lyra? I think it's complicated.
I don't think we get heel either of them.
No, I think they're just going to go off and whatever and reconnect and just not like each other or whatever.
I think we might be getting a draft soon.
A draft?
Yeah, maybe.
That makes sense.
Turn the heat
or
up,
reshuffle,
bro.
to at least reshuffle, yeah.
I don't think a draft is necessary because people already come and go as they want. So, like, hey, we want...
Not really.
No, I can't tell you what I don't know. They're
like,
on.
No. Like, what's your example? Like of people that come and go.
Cody and Cena are on whatever show they want them to be on.
Okay, well, Cena doesn't have a brand.
No, but they were going for the title that's on SmackDown. I feel like Truth's been kind of wandering back and forth.
Of course, Roman goes where Roman wants.
Roman also
goes wherever
doesn't
he
have
wants,
a brand.
I don't know.
Roman is not brand specific. He was taken out of the last draft.
Yeah, I had a very raw dark match pair after SmackDown. So, Rusev, Sheamus, and the Usos against JD and Dom. By the way, they played the Yeet song. Restarted the Yeet song like 10 times. So, but we're in dark match. So, yeah. So, a certain duet with an artist who sings the theme for SmackDown. Oh, is that where that guy's from? I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Music just also happens around us.
From the chat, did you see who's Cody's future opponent?
No. Where's that at? I saw the question. Was there an answer?
Yeah. No, that's why I figured we get into.
Who would be? Who's next? God, who would be next?
I think it's Drew.
Drew, yeah, no, Drew coming around would make sense, I guess, at this point.
I think it's Drew.
Well, and that's another thing. Drew's hanging out on Raw right now. So,
no, he's not.
Drew, wait, no, he was on SmackDown. Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I'm thinking about him reacting to the CM Punk situation.
That didn't disappoint.
No, that did not disappoint.
That did not disappoint
at all. He
was
talking about karma and...
They interviewed him when Seth's pyro was going off. That did not disappoint at all.
Nope.
Oh my God.
Somebody's like, we gotta talk to him. So I love it. Oh, so much fun interconnected stuff. So looking forward to all of it. And I do not know where we end up with War Games, but maybe we'll talk about that after the break. We do need to take a quick break. Kovov has some responsibilities to take care of here. So in the meantime, we're gonna be right back after this.
I'm Eamon.
I'm Merlin.
And we're a gay.
And his NB.
Are you a reality television connoisseur?
Do you like it discussed from an LGBTQ lens?
If so, A Gay and His NB is the podcast for you.
Hear us break down all your favorite guilty pleasure reality shows from Bravo, Drag Race, and just about everything in between.
Listen to A Gay and His NB on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Wrestling Mayhem show back here. There's a partner. Hey, partner. How you doing? There's Mad Mike here, too. Make some noise, Mike.
Hi.
There
Hi.
he is.
Noise.
Noise. What did I say we were going to come back for? Oh, there was a conversation during the break about like, oh, man, you had like 2 nights and there's no U.S. title or the other tag title and stuff like that. And Potter, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to like use that voice for you.
No, I understand.
I'm more mimicking the internet at this point than there's not. There's not an intentional Potter voice that I was attempting because that felt really offensive.
I know they had it on SmackDown. Yeah, but I also understand that, and this is something we also talked about. It's like they don't want to show half empty. A half-empty stadium.
That's one thing.
But by having it on the pre-show, but
sure,
I don't watch the pre-show.
No,
I don't know any people who watch the pre-show anymore because it's just them talking.
Well, to be fair, the numbers. If you look at the numbers, a lot of people are watching the pre-show. A lot of people in the crowd for the pre-show. A lot of people want to see those character moments. A lot of people want to see that. A lot of people want to listen to the SummerSlam podcast every morning that weekend to get the catch up on it, and the same with Raw.
Exactly.
That's it, and well, you or Mike said, or the cat maybe had said, well, they just want the sponsor money. I was like, well, yeah. It was funny when somebody's like, somebody posted a picture. Let's talk about the internet being shitty for a minute. I know there's a lot of bandwidth to this, right? And somebody's like got the seats next to the tarps by the side stage, kind of thing, right? And it looks like they might have been on not the top level, but the next one down there at MetLife. Why WWE should go back to the arenas? This is a cash grab. Yo, it's a business, and they sold 60,000 tickets each night.
Yeah,
more or less, 50 to 60,000 each night. If they can, they will. And they will until you stop buying it. Well, and also the argument was like, this isn't even worth the money I paid. I would have seen better at home. I was like, yeah, you would. You don't buy the ticket to have the better experience. You know what I don't get is those little details when I watch from even in the pretty decent seats I ended up with by accident when they relocated me to the lower bowl. It's a great spot. I'm still looking at the screen, but you're in the room where it happened. Hamilton.
But it's kind of like going to a concert versus listening to a recording.
Yes, it's like I want to be there in the crowd. I want to feel the crowd. Missy's playing with these. She's got these in-ear kind of noise.
The noise.
What do you call them? Earplugs. You know, but
Yeah,
there's new
the noise reduction.
They're new fancy ones that she's got.
And apparently, my voice shatters those.
Yeah, it went right through that. Yeah, I don't know. Surprise, man! Mike defies hearing protections apparently. But you know, I just like the people are like, wow, you know, I paid all this money to be up in the nosebleeds. It's like I gladly pay all that money to be in the nosebleeds, you know, or the side beside the stage or in stuff like that. I know what I'm getting into. I want to see John Cena with my own eyes on his farewell tour. I don't care if he's a speck up there. I know he's there. I can see him.
It's still something to being in the arena.
It
to feel
is.
that energy.
Yeah. I mean, it is a like I said, it's like a concert. It's a communal thing.
Yeah.
You're interacting with people around you.
You know that match
Now,
is going to get
if you don't like that,
yeah,
don't go.
if that's not what you're here
If
for,
you
I
don't
get
like
that.
people.
So if you don't like people, which is the argument I have bringing my wife to you know, it's like we're going to get to watch with all these people. It's like you get to watch it with 60,000 people, and then she reminds me, you know, I don't like crowds. It's like, oh,
I'll say you consider that a positive.
all right.
Have
I
you
hate
interacted
people,
with
but I love gathering.
But say, have you met people? Do you interact with people? Why would you want to do that?
And then you want to interact with like New York, New Jersey people in a large crowd? Wait, listen, whoa. It's a different animal. You live in it, okay? You live in it. You are it, you know, respectfully. But bringing somebody else in that environment, you know, that's not a, you know, that doesn't mix all the time, right?
I mean, it
But we can all
depends on what
agree.
you get.
We can all agree. Watching wrestling, dealing with the crowds, dealing with the traffic in a New York, New Jersey situation is still fundamentally, unequivocally, objectively much better than any experience in Philadelphia.
Yes.
I got really.
We can all agree with that.
I mean, listen.
Mhm.
I can't remember a town where people tried to fight me for no reason. I can't remember that. Like, and not even in Philly, in the fucking suburbs at the Holiday Inn. I'm like, what is happening right now?
Hey, Sorg.
Like, dude
you
just
remember
didn't like
we
my
went-
hair.
Sorg, do you remember we went to King of Trios in Philly, and I was wearing my Yankees World Series gear, and you were Penn's merch, and they had just won the Stanley Cup too?
Did I do that?
Yeah.
I had the balls back then to do that.
Yeah.
Did you know they just won the Stanley Cup though?
I don't
Or
know.
was it
not
just
have
a
known.
coincidence?
Listen. This is something that I've been. We're gonna get touchy for a second here. So I gotta watch my language. I have traveling with certain friends like Katie and Missy and certain things. I have a realization that I have big white dude syndrome, that I don't realize I'm in a dangerous situation when I travel in certain places, and just kind of blinders on, headphones on, and don't realize like that's a really terrible idea in certain places. I was probably very deep in that phase of my life that I didn't think I could be in danger in Philly.
It's probably fair.
off of what are the streets that's on? It's off of God, I can't remember the ECW arena place. But yeah,
Jackson Rittner and
Jackson Rittner. Thank you.
Swanson.
Yeah, and it wasn't as cleaned up as it is now over there. So let's put it that way. So, so I was probably deep in that. I'm like, what can happen? We're going to a wrestling show. I was like, yeah, but we're going to this wrestling show in this arena in this neighborhood, you know. So it was like, oh, yeah. Now I get it. Now I get how terrible of an idea how that was. But yes.
It was still pretty fun.
Yes, it's fine. It's important to have a POC friend. Yes. Yes. Even just traveling with females is a whole different perspective, you know. When God, we're getting a whole other thing, but like when I'm traveling with Katie and I'm just like, why are you flipping the door thing on the hotel? You know, why it's already locked? It's like, there's a reason. I'm just like, oh,
yeah,
you know. And
I always do that anyway.
Yeah.
But
Fuck
no,
that noise.
I'm
but
sure
I've never,
Katie, you travel with either a woman or a female presenting person.
Mm-hmm.
They know that they are a target.
Yeah. That's a
you know, I would be more of a target than you because of the height difference, the size difference.
Mm-hmm.
if someone sees us, they would think, oh, I can take the shorter guy versus you. So yeah, I mean, it is something you have to keep an eye out for, unfortunately. And just remember, okay, here something I picked up on I shouldn't say picked up on TikTok, but something I saw recently on TikTok. Let's see let's see if you've gotten better. If you see a bunch of people running away from a situation, what is the first thing you ask?
Is Batman running toward it?
No? Sorg?
I don't know. What is the first thing I would ask?
You don't ask anything. You just start running.
I was gonna say. I was like, "That's what do you mean ask? That's not."
Okay.
If
Wait,
you see a group of people running,
okay,
you don't think you don't say, "Huh, I should ask someone what's going on." That's white people.
This did happen to me. This did happen to me at the Gathering of the Juggalos, but I didn't have to ask anything because somebody yelled tear gas, and I was like, "Oh, I'm out. I'm going with these guys." So.
If you see a bunch of people running, that's like I'm sprinting and then I'm checking Pittsburgh scanner once I get home and lock the doors. Like,
yeah, but that's also like, no, I'm in Toledo though. Like,
I don't know. I don't run unless I'm being chased.
Well, that's the thing. Wait a minute.
That's a New York attitude there. That's somebody.
I probably calmly turn around and walk away. That's
somebody that lived in the Bronx. That's
Well, yeah, but also just remember, you don't have to be faster than the person chasing you.
Yes,
you just have to be faster than the other person next to you.
Oh yeah, the bear rule. I know that. I'm from
exactly.
I know that. I'm from the cut.
Yeah, if you're not first, if you're not last, you're first.
And if you're last, you're probably meal.
Where did this podcast? Holy tangent. I was watching something. Here's a tangent on a tangent. But I was watching something. I think it was the Neil deGrasse Tyson interview with I can't remember the comedian. But every time they went on a tangent, they put up a counter for how long the tangent lasted. So I wish if we had more infrastructure, we'd do that too. Plus or post edit. Either way, situation awareness is a gift. Yes, that's what our wrestling training's for the videographers. I mean, John, your situation awareness has gotten better since you started working with us on Thursday nights, right?
I don't know that it has, to be perfectly honest with you.
Okay.
I think I consider that a strength as a cameraman because it means that I get real nice and close when there's a large man flying directly at me.
That makes you less scared of the large man situation.
I do not have very good situational awareness, period, and I do things that, like, I really shouldn't. Like, I like to have my headphones in and walk.
Okay.
But, like, when I leave 880 and I'm walking home, I have my headphones on, I'm blasting music, but I walk really fast.
It's not a great neighborhood, classically, these days. That you have. It's
not, but like my head is always swiveling.
Mm-hmm.
If I pass another person, the music gets turned off.
Mm-hmm.
I will often like slow down or speed up or cross the street to like
vary your pace.
To avoid people, and I did start actually like hoofing it at one point because I thought that a car was following me. It wasn't, but. I think about like, oh, can I use my tote bag as a weapon? Is my water bottle full right now?
You do the keys.
You do the
like knuckle the keys thing.
Forget. Honestly, I hate to say it, Sorg. If you're close enough that you can use the keys as a weapon, you're screwed. I mean, a backpack, at least when you swing it, you get a little extra distance.
Yeah.
It depends on what's in the backpack.
Well, I mean, you can get it by the strap and you get an extra couple feet where the person's not next to you.
Partially related to this, going back to the Valkyria and Becky Lynch match. We're watching this and Missy's like watching her situation with the zip tie up thing, right? And she goes, well, somebody obviously didn't take self-defense courses. I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, well, you could just do the I forget what she said. Like, there's a
basically you twist your hand.
Yeah.
a little bit, and then you just kind of bring it quickly down over your knee.
Yeah, over your knee. It's just like you're gonna break it like nothing.
And you just break them.
I'm like, wow, that was an interesting insight during this thing.
Someone didn't see Napoleon Dynamite or Miss Congeniality. Break the wrist, walk away.
I was waiting for a thumb break, honestly. I was waiting for the dislocate the thumb spot because I've seen that movie, spot so many times. So, oh geez.
Now you're talking also about, and I forget either which night or was it on Raw, where the cameraman got in the way. Where they actually had to push the cameraman because, it was not on purpose. It was the cameraman kind of lost track of where everyone was. And they kind of, you move over there. Okay. And just kind of move it out of the way. I'm like, ooh, that could have been bad because I think they were getting ready to throw someone into a barrier.
No, and
that cameraman would have been right there.
And John can speak to this too. Like, the go WWE Unreal for a minute. Typically, like the wrestlers are giving you a heads up when they're doing something like, hey, you want to move, like because you're up by the post that they want to use or whatever the case may be, right? And if you watch, because I've always watched the production monkeys, right? They have so many camera people and cord pullers out there. It gets cramped. And they're doing complicated stuff, multiple-man match, referee, 2-3 camera people, photography person, the cord pullers, maybe a producer, some kind of production person, or then even the referee and security have emptied out, right? So now you have a bunch of these indie guys that maybe don't know to get out of the way or not thinking about it or in the moment or something, right? So, yeah, no, I can see that. Especially, so there was so much floor stuff over the last weekend too. So, but
yeah, especially the TLC match where, okay, go this corner, like Ray Phoenix jumping over, and the spot where Gargano and Ciampa went through the stacked tables.
Yep. That is just that coordination, and then the referees staying out of the way, and I mean they're just out there as clean up and check-in crew at that point, which is good, but also they have a producer in their ear to tell them, okay, this thing's coming up, da 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 da. Everything's relatively planned. Okay, there's going to be a thing with this table, or like, watch out, kind of thing. Versus typically when we go out there on the indies, it's like, okay, there's a ladder and there's this, and watch your ass is basically the thing. Because as much as you ask, you're not going to get the information you need to be in the right place for certain things. Oh, you're setting up a table in my corner. Cool. I should probably get the fuck out of the way. So.
I mean, let's admit, we know someone who knows this lesson the best, and that's Matt Carlins.
Yeah, Renegade Rumble Matt Carlins. Yeah. He hasn't been seen in West Newton since. Happy anniversary in a couple weeks, by the way. Renegade Rumble's coming up, so looking like a pretty good card. Pretty Boy Smooth being part of that. Anyways, let's talk about pizza for a second. It's just like we gotta go. This Slice on Broadway, supporting Pittsburgh podcasting with the perfect pepperoni pizza. Keeps me pepperoni fueled, and whoever happens to cross the studio. So thank you everybody for giving them the props for supporting us, and thank you them for supporting us for over a decade. So for more than half of this show now, I think about it. Thank you to those guys doing all these great stuff, and they keep going live on Instagram while I'm doing the awesome cast, and I want to see what's going on. So it's like, this you? But either way, thank you guys for supporting the show. Let's find out what you guys learned from the slammiest weekend this week. Yeah, what'd you learn in wrestling this week? Let us know in the chat room. Guys here on the show, what did you learn from the week in wrestling?
Well, I'll go for, I learned, let's say, two things. I learned two things. One, that I'm trying to get this right. If they, and it seems like letting people go, like the ladder match, you can both tell a story, and do some amazing moves.
Sure.
Okay, I'll give 3. So I'll give Mike some time. The second thing I learned is that Xavier Woods has some style going on with that hat from Monday night.
Did you?
Because that was amazing.
All I could think of. Do you remember? Like, I think it was like the Seth Rollins hat, and they kept like making it bigger on every tweet. Like, did he have a smaller version of the hat the week before? And this is a bigger version of the hat.
I don't remember. That is a morning. That looked like a morning hat, though. Like after a few.
It was just so obscenely
I'm gonna say
big.
something controversial.
Oh no.
Penta looked better in the hat.
And also, thank you, because you knew it was going to come on the Botchamania page. Somebody made one of like Mortal Kombated that whole sequence of him with the hat, which was pretty tremendous. So,
yeah. And real quick, the third thing I learned was something I learned online. When one person made a comment, someone responded, and the person said about the person responding, "You don't have to be a dick. You can just give normal response." And I'm thinking, of course he does. He's Mad Mike. When Mike responded, I forget what it was. Mike responded to someone on Threads.
Okay.
In his normal tone that you see on the show.
Okay.
And someone responded was like, "Look, you couldn't have responded to me. You didn't have to be a dick about it." I'm thinking,
okay.
Yeah, he did.
It's
First
like,
of all,
brother, have you been on the internet?
That's just him.
For context.
Yeah. What is this exchange? Tell me about this.
Oh boy.
Oh no. What did you do? You've been listen. The chains are off, Mike. Okay.
Yeah, no. No. This is.
It was just general kind of action going on here.
No, it's okay. So,
talk to me.
There have been a lot of people on Threads saying, "Well, I guess I'm watching AEW now," and I'm like, watch whatever you want. But to say that one company is morally better than the other one is a misnomer, because there's shitty people in each company. And there's shitty people who have not been punished in each company.
True.
There are shitty people who have been accused of things in each company.
True.
I was trying to point that out to someone and saying, watch whatever you want, but don't act like switching to AEW is some moral high ground, because it isn't. It's not. They're just less public facing than WWE. That's what it is. They're less public facing than WWE. So a lot of their stuff flies under the radar.
Yes.
And I even found out today that apparently Taz was accused of some shit back in '95, and I've never heard that before.
Yeah.
And that just made me a little sad. But like there are shitty people in wrestling. There are always going to be shitty people in wrestling. My advice: find the people that you like in wrestling that you know are good people, that you can tell are good people based on their actions and, yes, their reactions to certain things. I'm not going to name names about that.
No, we don't have to
there
go
are
to
certain reactions that you can tell from the weekend's events that maybe didn't sit too well with some people.
It's kind of like a get off your high horse on this. Like I saw like there's the Indies or something, right? And then I didn't even read. I don't know if I was just in the moment, but I didn't even read it as the one situation. I thought it was just like, well, this show told me it wasn't for me. I'm like, come on, it already wasn't for you. If that's the case, because nothing's a surprise here when it comes to these kinds of situations. We know the roots of this company. We know the stuff that went on back there, back then, and that's now getting litigated. So
the president once owned Raw in storyline once.
That's right too. Like, it's really like there's a lot of.
He also called Titan Tower because he thought Vince blew up in a limo. I always feel compelled to say that because that's a real thing.
Yeah. So I mean, it's wrestling is for everyone, and sometimes the people that you don't like, too. And in most cases, you're in an arena with all those same people, and generally at the scale. And the beautiful thing is all that usually goes away for that period of time. And that's one of the beautiful. That's one of the reasons. One of the attractions to being at something like, these scales, these shows, and things like that. And it also happens at the smaller scale shows. It happens in certain ways at the smaller scale shows where you don't think it's going to be okay next to each other. It is an exposure of things that you usually don't get in your small town when certain things are presented. And white, black, or rainbow. Let's say that, and that's like it all, it all lends to, mostly all lends to positivity, I think, as the net positive here. So
yeah, but sometimes there is just some turds that won't get flushed.
I don't know. Maybe indie wrestling is exactly the same, buddy. Like, I mean, I don't know if you know what's happening in Pittsburgh, but
I saw a wrestling company in Portland promoting the Born Again Joey Ryan, and I'm like, fuck off.
Oh, we doing this again? That's the thing. For all the positive that happens, there's always going to be an element that doesn't learn.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. I believe in redemption for people. But the redemption has to be as loud as the offense.
Yeah, I mean, there has to be something to that, not just like,
if not louder.
Yeah, not just like, hey guys, I'm here. I'm like, are we? But did we ask for you? Are we like no like
Yeah. Well, and then after the guy in Portland got a lot of got a lot of flack, then he canceled Joey's plane ticket. Only after.
Well, but also respectfully, some people just don't know and can't keep up.
And that's fair.
And
if some people take appropriate action because of that.
Oh yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Because somebody booked somebody not recently. This is within several years. Like they had just gotten the book at a new place, hired somebody that was a problem. Was let know about it immediately. So. And the match was pulled within an hour, because and it wasn't even, it was like a locally, problematic person. And because obviously everybody was like, yo, you sure about this? This is a thing. And later, and
here's a bunch of Reddit articles.
Yeah. Well, it was not even Reddit. Just kind of, here's my text messages. But kind of at that point, but it still was like, and then like, and then like the conversation I have is like, I'm like, yo, you know about this? It was like, dude, I don't know what's going on because I've been under a rock for the, local wrestling world, national wrestling world. I can't keep, and I agree. Like, there's certain points where someone gets brought up on this show. I'm like, oh, did we cancel him? Like I don't know. If I was booking a wrestling show, I'm not gonna say it's an inevitable, but like it'll come up in a planning meeting. It's like, hey, let's book so and so. It's like, yeah, he got me too. I'm like, oh shit, oh sorry, Then we won't do that.
And this is just this is just an addendum to all this stuff. Believe victims.
Yeah.
Just in general.
Yeah,
just in general. Just don't.
Just even like a grain of belief. Like give it like
if you need to ask for proof, you're part of the fucking problem. I'm throwing it out there. That's not what I learned in wrestling. So that's just something to take forward in life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, the chat room has to chime in.
So I learned.
Oh, are we still on Dave stuff right now?
Bring it around to something funny.
Have we not got anything else? We gotta bring this room up.
I learned Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano are still fucking hilarious.
Wonderful.
Their post-show comments with, and I hope this translates to SmackDown, and I bet it will. Johnny Gargano was talking with a voice like he injured his voice box, and he was saying that he wanted to do a career in voice acting, and now he can't because no one has a voice like this. And then Ciampa just started screaming, "They tried to murder a woman. They tried to murder Kent." That's something I needed to hear on my drive home.
Yeah.
Like just him screaming into the camera. They tried to murder a woman. This woman right here. They tried to murder her.
The collection of people at
I
WWE,
I lost it.
the collection of people in main roster WWE right now know how to get your fucking attention. Okay, whether it be Xavier with the hat, Ciampa with the screaming, whatever the case may be, they are there for a reason because they get it. And I think there's few there that don't, and the ones that don't get it are on the internet bitching about not being there.
Oh, and all right. I learned two other things. This is from WWE Unreal. One, I knew this already, but it was reconfirmed. Chelsea Green is a delight.
Oh my God, yes.
Chelsea Green is a delight and should realistically get a push from this WWE Unreal stuff. I honestly would be when I heard them pitch that the last two people in the Rumble eliminate each other, and number 30 walks out and is the winner by default, and it's Chelsea Green. I'm like, I don't care that you said this out loud. Do that. Just do it because it would be pitch perfect.
It would be like
it would be absolutely perfect.
They did the thing.
Like it would be perfect. And the other thing I learned from WWE Unreal is I don't know how they did those video packages of the Royal Rumble matches where it looks like people teleport from one side of the ring to the other. I don't know how expensive it is. I don't know how long it takes to produce those. If it's possible, that should be every pay-per-view recap package. I don't think it's possible. But if it is, it should be done.
In editing,
that was incredible.
In editing, it would be so. Because I've been wrapping my head around this. Okay, and I think
I was wondering if they were using AI.
No, it's not. It's not AI. It's. Oh God, do I get in production weeds? Listen, all you need, because you notice the camera doesn't move.
I know.
Your perspective
That's
moves.
why I loved it.
And you zoom in on a thing that's cutting out where they're going to be in the next shot, and then you zoom over, you overlay the shots with an opacity, you cut out, you crop out the certain spot where the next shot's going to be, and then you crop out the spot where the next shot will be, and you do a zoom. I want to try it, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to need like an 8K camera to do it right. On top of most venues I work in are not lit properly, so it's not going to be seamless. As what they did, and I'm trying to think of the best lit venue I have, and man, I like it's gonna be a high school gym, and it's not gonna be that great, kind of thing. Also, their ring is like giant, so you can kind of hide in the corner and do that. It's kind of hard to do that on a 16-foot ring or a smaller kind of thing. But yeah, you got to do a little bit of edit, a little bit of cleanup, but man, you could do it. You could really do it if you know how to kind of move shots. Maybe a little After Effects motion or even just the move tool in Final Cut. But obviously they're doing it on a bigger scale. So from the chat room, Tina learned in wrestling it's cool to have your favorite band play you out to the ring, but your parent is just another level. And Antoine learned it's okay to pass the torch in the company. Also, unpredictability of power and the past sometimes haunts the future. What? Speaking in circles.
I mean, that is deep.
What? Jeez, like you got to.
I don't understand where Anton's. I don't understand what he's
give me
referencing.
some cliff notes there.
But yeah, and also he said Karrion Cross needs a push.
Yeah.
Which what I heard is his contract's up at the end of this week.
Yeah, that's an interesting factoid.
So,
or is it? Is it just for your attention?
True.
You don't know, do you?
Yeah.
Maybe the whole thing's a swerve. This thing of him getting maybe Triple H mishearing the cross chance and the after show was nothing. So yeah. Jeez. I'm sorry, I just saw this over here because I was trying to look something up. But AEW posted you have a 10-hour flight. Who you're sitting with? And these row assignments are tremendous.
Oh.
You want to sit between Marina and Mox on the end next to Don Callis and Kyle Fletcher on the window next to Shane Taylor and Lee. Honestly, that's probably what I'd fix. I'd probably actually pick that between Satnam Singh and not Bill Collier. God, sorry, I was just watching him on TV.
Big Bill,
window seat next to the Young Bucks. Stuff like that. Like, this is kind of wild, actually. That's a fun game. We should do that with Mayhem show hosts. Because somebody make that, Dave. This is my wish for the world. I want more people to do fan art like Dave does. You did. Can we? God, I should save this for Patreon or something. But fuck, I don't even know where you pasted it. Where is it? Where did you put it?
I think I put it in the Facebook chat.
Oh, I'll never find it then.
Well, no, it's relatively recent. It's relatively recent.
Jeez, I don't know. But you did like a Pop-Tart thing for Katie Arquette.
The Pop-Tart. No, okay. I thought you meant what I did today.
Oh, you did today. Is that an AI art? Is that an AI art? I'm not bringing that up.
Yeah, it's an AI. Yeah,
we don't need to go down that rat hole.
Yeah, I know. I thought that what you're talking about. The Pop-Tart. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to. I think I may have done that in there. I think I did that, or I put it on Facebook in general.
Well, we had fun with that Pop-Tart Katie Arquette, though. But
I think I also put in Slack.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You definitely put it in Slack, or I shared in Slack.
The Mayhem.
It's a
Slack,
beautiful thing. So I'm hoping that between the influence of you, Podner, and intern John, that the fan art. I'm going to save this for Patreon. Well, anyways, Dave Podner, Prof Pod on most of these social medias, and iPhoneography podcast, of course, over on Awesomecast as well on a regular basis. There's some things I didn't touch on, but oh well, that's for the Patreon then. You know what? You guys deserve a Patreon. We haven't given you one for a couple of weeks, so we're gonna do a little something here. Just my random thoughts probably. And Mad Mike has stepped away for dadly duties, mad dad duties, if you will, probably here. I think. Yep, it looks like. So I'm at Sorgatron. Sorgatron.com has less Russian spams on it now. And Sorgatron on the social medias. What's going on this week? Thursday Night Fights is happening. Friday night is Top Rope Tabletop right here in the studio. Oh, God, I have so much work to do here to make that happen. NWA Exodus Pro is going to be on the NWA YouTube out of Cleveland. Also, our friends at Neo Pro Wrestling. We're going to have a crew down there helping out with taping down there in Louisville, Ohio, which is just outside of Canton, apparently. What are you doing to the turtle? What are you doing to my turtle? That's, like, weird. And
turtle.
Sunday, our friends at Enjoy Wrestling will be at the Hilltop Town Fair, which is in the Allentown neighborhood, a hill over from here in Pittsburgh, for a free show that I believe they'll be recording usually for their Patreon. Also, Enjoy Wrestling's Hot to Go is live on their YouTube. So check that out. And Neo Pro's Triple X Stream is new on IndyWrestling.us for members on YouTube and .network. And that's all I got. That's all my plugs. That's it. Go follow my Instagram so you can see the roller coasters that kicked my ass. And my big time picture with SpongeBob and Patrick. That's big weekend. Big weekend. Those are the real stars of the weekend, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Mayhem out.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Do what you
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.